Camera's on me.
Did you do it last time too?
Yep.
Good. Good for you.
We got a copyright strike on it.
What's up?
On the YouTube.
Fuck you mean? For what?
Because the music I get it from, the site,
Yeah.
you have to tie your YouTube channel to the site.
Yeah.
So this way it allows you to play the music.
Yeah.
But I only had it for my other channel, not this one. So I had to add this one.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, it's dumb. Welcome to social media, chump.
Hey,
All right.
What'd they lose? Money?
Yeah, we didn't lose shit.
The fuck?
Well, that's
no,
the
not
thing.
us. Them.
They can make money if we make money somehow.
Wait in line. Fuck man.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. This is Nailed and Screwed. And no, I don't mean that kind of nailed and screwed. So move along, you freaking perverts. On this show, we'll share some of the wild stories that take place during construction, flipping, and other side jobs conducted by my man Chris Russo and his crew of expert general contractors. We'll also throw in a couple of informational sessions when it comes to the flipping business and share some ideas on what it takes to become successful. As for me, you can call me Captain Morgan, and I'll be alongside Chris asking the stupid, unexperienced questions because I don't know shit about shit when it comes to construction and flipping houses. All right. Intro again, so everybody should know who we are by now. This is episode number 9.
I'm Chris Russo. That's Captain Morgan.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's me.
Do we have any questions? Because we're back to back. We did this real quick. We have no questions.
Nothing, dude.
I know. We did it. We followed up quick on this one.
But
what?
I do got something.
What? You have one for me?
No.
Oh.
It's not even a question. Maybe.
Yeah. A little
No,
lesson.
it's
What
not.
is that? Yeah. A little book.
Yeah, I took some notes.
Huh.
Trying to keep it real. Remember shit, you know? But yeah, so last time,
The fuck you laughing at?
last time you had something called
Arborvitaes.
Arborvitaes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you looked it up?
I did.
Yeah. They're little trees, right?
They're not little. They're not that
Well, I
little.
mean, they start. You usually buy them. They're
They
little,
make sense,
right?
yeah. So I just want everyone to know what they are.
We usually sell the house. I don't see when they grow. I don't know. They're just big to me.
They're legit, man. I like them.
All right, buy them.
It's, I might, because, well, I'll tell you here in a second.
Oh,
So type of evergreen, conifer tree, commonly used for privacy screens, known for soft, scale-like leaves and small cone-shaped fruit.
yes.
Yep.
Oh, there's fruit on there.
It's a
Wait, a fruit. Wait, what?
seed. It's a seed.
I was gonna say nobody's
That's
eating
the
that shit.
fruit.
I never heard anybody eat that shit.
Nobody's eating that
No.
shit.
I don't know all about that.
Yeah, not that. But there's varieties of it too. There's one called the emerald green, and then my favorite is the green giant.
I don't know. Yeah. See, I just know I don't know any of that shit.
But
I know my dad bought 27 of them.
Why do you buy 27 of them?
Across the property, he had that one that we just bought from him. He like lined the front of them.
The front of the property or
The front.
the backyard?
The front.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they still there?
That's where. Yeah,
not there.
they're little, but
Yeah, they are little.
yeah.
They're gonna be big as shit, dude. My neighbor has them. Pretty sure. And they started off small because I remember back in the day I could see everything. And
Not anymore.
No, God damn it. They're worth it.
Well, apparently we got 27 of them growing up.
I can't wait to see them grow
I know.
up.
Yeah, my dad was out there fucking watering them when he shouldn't have been because he had his broken ankle with his cast. So of course, eventually the cast gets wet and the bottom falls off it.
The cast?
Yeah. I'm like, Dad, what the fuck you doing? He's like, oh, I gotta water him. I go, yeah, dude, but you got 1 foot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
I know
Makes sense. Falls right in line.
he cracks me up.
We'll have at
Nick
some
Hammer.
point- yeah, we'll have some stories, and
That's
we
his.
might even add a whole section of just random stories about him.
That's his name, Nick Hammer.
Nick Hammer,
Yep, you can find him on Facebook under Nick Hammer.
college graduate.
Yeah, multiple degrees.
All right, so last time you left us hanging.
Yeah.
It was basically a quick recap. We were talking about fat politicians, a Mr. Miyagi.
When you say
sort.
fat, you mean greedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Scumbags.
Yep. And then some
drunk dude.
Yeah, some drunk dude that left it. What was his ID or something?
Yeah, so the part I left out was the funniest thing, right? So of course my dad's involved in this. So my dad's retired now, New York carpenter, union in the union.
Yeah,
he's a dock builder. Well, this guy was apparently in the union was a plumbers union in Philly.
The drunk guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
how did you know that?
Right. So this is where it all started. So apparently they're like showing each other their cards. Hey, I'm this, I'm that.
I'm in the union. You're in the union.
Exactly.
Okay.
So then I found this out like after everything, like the next day.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, yeah, you're showing my ID, blah, blah. And I'm like, so I guess maybe he didn't put his ID back in his wallet and he lost it.
Uh-huh. Oh, so, that ID.
Yeah. Like, it was like his driver.
No,
it wasn't his driver. It was his union ID.
Union
yeah.
ID.
And I'm like, what the fuck? So that's where all this started from.
You can't lose that.
Yeah, but so
you can.
So I'm gonna actually I remembered it, and then when I continue the story, that little piece ties in.
Okay.
So
well, so you're about to get your ass whooped because you ran into him again, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Was it the second time of the day you ran into him?
Yeah, I mean he was up there talking whatever, and like I said, the cops locked him up. So me and Luce came around the corner, and I seen him. I told her we're going. So I gave her my phone.
Give me.
So I give her the phone, right?
Take the phone.
So we're walking down, and me and him are he's like, motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking shit. I'm like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And the guy, Kev, that we both knew, like, he was talking to him on the corner, and I know him. So he's trying to, like, break us up.
Mm.
He's pushing, like, Chris, don't worry about it. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm like, fuck that. So me and Luce walk away from him. And now we're on Myrtlewood. I'm walking towards my house. Mm. It's like a few houses in. And the same as I'm walking there, my dad and my uncle come walking out of the house.
Which uncle?
The twins.
Oh my God.
Right? So Joey's not there yet.
Okay.
Yet. So the twins come out, my dad comes out, and he's like, the guy's yelling shit behind me. I'm just walking ahead. I'm like, fuck this, man. So my dad comes out of the house. He's like, what's up? And I go, this motherfucker's still talking shit. My dad's like, what? So he's fucking yelling. And the guy's like, sir, let me talk to you real quick, to my dad. I turn around and I go,
where the union shit comes in play.
Yes.
The common stuff.
And I turn around and I'm like, that's what the fuck I was trying to tell you. That's my fucking dad. And you're over there saying shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I go, why the fuck would my dad want your ID? I said, you're a tall black man. He's a short white guy. What the fuck is he going to do with it? And he's like, fuck you, Bob. And I go, you know what? I said, ain't going to be no more fuck yous. So we stop. So he, like I said, dude was a lot taller than me. So he grabs me like both biceps, like outside, shit. Right? Like grips me up. Yeah. Now, again.
What do you think? He's like 6'5"?
No. He's probably like 6'1", 6'2", right?
Still kind of tall.
So he grips me up like there. Now, I'm not a wrestler. I'm not an MMA dude. I could
at that time. Yeah.
No, I don't have it. Right. Like I'm a fucking. I was trained how to box. I was
exactly. That's close enough.
So, but he grips me up from the outside. Now, just like anything else in life, I assume inside position's better, right? Yeah. So he grips me up from the outside. So I grip him up like dead in here, right? And we're kind of just like saying shit.
I can see this.
And my dad comes behind me and like quick jabs him in the eye.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
shit.
fucking great. Because he couldn't really, he had to like come over me, but the dude's over there, you know what I mean? And the dude had glasses and he's like, yo, he just hit me. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So
he's
like, we're talking. This is fucking great, right?
You're all
we're
gripped
like
up.
mad close.
Yo, the dude just hit me. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You got his son gripped up.
Now I'm inside, right? So it's pretty easy.
Politicians that he'll go back to jail for his son.
Right. Exactly. Watch this. So I'm inside, right? And he's got my arms outside. So it's pretty easy for me to break out of that, right?
Yeah.
Because it is. So
there's a move for that. Yeah, I know.
I get out of it, whatever. Yeah. So now there's like space between us, probably, 6 feet. So he's standing there with his fist balled. And I'm like, all right.
There we go.
So I throw my hands up. I take like 2 steps to him, and I don't know, maybe a second. I wait just to think. I'm just looking. There's the way he's standing. I'm like, all right, let me see if he throws something. So I take the 2 steps. He don't throw nothing. So as soon as I get like close enough, and I know he's not throwing, bang, I fucking crack him, right?
I didn't think you were actually gonna do it.
No, I fucking hit him. So, and it was beautiful. So I fucking hit him, and he went straight down, right?
Damn.
So he goes down, and I had two choices real quick. I said either fucking pop shit or stomp the fuck out of him. And but as soon as I hit him, but yo, there was so many people. I thought it was just us. Well,
really?
All of a sudden,
The crowd came out.
dude, it was
Woodworks.
people on the block everywhere.
Yeah.
So I hit him, and I did a walk off like it was Game 7 of the World Series. I fucking hit him. I start walking up the street.
That's the best.
So I turn back. I go, pop that white boy shit now. So he's on the ground and shit, right? I knocked his glasses off. His eye, like his cut under here.
Oh my god.
So my uncle was being cool. You know what I mean? He picked up all his shit for him.
Yeah.
He handed it to him. And he goes, "Thank you, sir." So I'm like, "Oh, you fucking sober now, ain't you?"
Served right up.
So I'm fired up now, right?
Yeah.
So he stands up, and he's fucking staring at me again.
Oh my.
And I go, "Oh, all right, round 2." So I got my Glock, right?
Yeah.
So my Uncle Mike's standing there. So I take out my shit. But no, I wasn't. I didn't do anything illegal.
Of course.
Plus, we have 7 years of
Right.
So I take that out with the holster, right? And I go, "Mike, hold that shit." So he holds it, right? Yeah. He fucking stood straight up, saw that shit, and was gone. So
He was like,
he was out of there.
I can't.
He's fucking out of there.
I already got knocked out in front of everybody.
Oh man, so phones up and everything.
Once you see that though, you're probably like, all right, this dude's legit. Like if he's carrying, he's something. He knows what the fuck's going on.
Again, let's go back through all the events that occurred up to this moment, right? Been cool, not doing that, Pookie, all that shit. Like you don't know what. It doesn't matter where you're from or who you are, right? You got to respect people because anybody could be dangerous.
Yep.
So yeah, he learned real quick. He hightails it out of there.
That was great.
Now, mind you, me, Luce, my dad, everybody's got white Russo shirts on.
Yeah.
Everybody's with fucking cameras.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like thinking the whole time, I'm like, well, I'm gonna be on World Star in about 20 minutes.
World Star.
I'm like, fuck, man. So now I'm yelling. My dad's yelling. My dad's like, "You fucking racist." My dad's yelling shit. I'm like, "Dad, get in the fucking house."
Yeah.
Right.
Get
And
off
I'm like,
stuff.
he's like, "Brother," I'm fucking screaming like to the point of like my voice changed. I'm like, "Get in the fucking house," because he's on parole.
That's right. Can't forget about that.
He's not thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, right? I'm like, "Get in the fuck." So we're yelling. Finally, he gets in the house.
You know, the cops roll up. They see anybody involved. Everyone's getting locked up.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I finally get him to go to the house. I take my shirt off, right? Because
got the Russo all over it.
Yeah, just need to change, right?
Yeah.
So I take my shirt off. Now I run back to Mr. Ralph's fucking garden, right? Listen, I'm not stupid at all, right?
This is great,
Shirt
though.
off, run back to the
Back
thing.
to the garden.
Now, mind you, I have no gun on me anymore, and I have no phone.
Yeah.
I don't know where I just took off. I don't know where my uncles are, my wife. I have no idea, right? Because Candace was coming. I run back up there. I go to the garden. I sit down next to Mr. Ralph's daughter. I go, "I've been here for the last 4 hours." And she goes, "What?" I go, "I've been here for the last 4 hours." And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Now someone get me a shirt."
This is fantastic.
So now I put on one of the red Russo shirts that we were given to the residents.
It's just not, now you're out of the white shirt and you're in the red.
Again, you know.
It's mastermind shit right here.
Yeah.
So it's
So
like you have experience or something. That's crazy.
now,
Well played.
a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So now, mind you, this whole time, now my mom's calling Luce saying, "Hey, what's going on?" Luce said, "I don't know. Chris got in a fight, blah, blah, blah." So now she's fired up.
Oh, man.
She tells Joey.
I think I've seen her fired up before. It's not.
Yeah. So
not
she didn't know
great.
what was going on, right? So there's a lot of shit happening. So Joey loads up, come from Levittown to North Philly. It probably took him 7 minutes to get there. He's fucking flying, right?
Jesus.
So Luz finally comes back to Mr. Rouse and she gives me her phone. She's like, "Your mom's mad, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, just calm down. I'll call him. So I call my mom. She's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I'm good." I was like, one hitter quitter. I'm like, it was done. So Joey's on the phone. Joey, Joey's all, "I'm coming to fuck it." I'm like, relax.
Good. Yeah.
I'm like, just come down. So he comes down. So about an hour goes by, and I don't really like. We're just chilling out there. I don't know where my dad. My dad's still. I'm thinking my dad's still in the house, right?
Yeah. Oh, man.
So my uncles come up. About another 45 minutes goes by. I get a call from my dad.
You get a call from the guy you think that's in the house.
Yeah. So I go, what's up? He's fired up. He goes, what the? He goes, well, I just got arrested.
Oh,
I go,
no,
what?
No way.
I go,
What?
how? So he's
not
going
even in the
off. I'm going
house.
back to fucking prison. He's flipping out and all this shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. How'd you get arrested? And you're like,
It was over.
yeah, where are
Everything
you?
was
Like,
over.
yeah, but right now, where are
Supposed
you?
to be in the house and everything was done.
Yes. So he's like, I didn't. All right. He goes, they picked me up. I go, who? He's like, the fucking cops. I go, where'd they come from?
Yeah.
He goes, Chris, they got a call. White guy with a gun. And they fucking, I go,
So they.
so this
immediately
motherfucker
grabbed
called the
him.
cops on me.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
wow.
Well, I know it wasn't none of the people
Yeah.
because they all knew me. And when the
Yeah.
cops came down, they wouldn't have grabbed my dad.
Yeah.
So they didn't rat on me, which I was very happy about. You know what I mean?
That's
Respect
that
thing. They
that's
could
that
have easily
community
ratted
thing,
on me. They
man.
knew my name and all,
Yeah,
first and
100%.
last. So, but my dad doesn't always like to listen. He walks out of the house. When he was walking out of the house, the cops were coming down the street.
And that was the.
First white dude they see is
I was
him.
gonna say, yeah, especially there in Philly.
So he's all fired up. He goes, that automatically goes to my parole officer. Monday, I'm going to prison. I'm like, and we're arguing for like 30 minutes on the phone. I'm
Yeah.
like, if you would have just listened to me,
Stayed in the house.
stayed in the house.
He probably wasn't even as soon as they stopped him, he probably started telling the whole crazy ass story of some shit.
No, the good thing was this. He kind of had like an alibi, right?
Yeah.
I know he was, we had whatever. He was
Yeah,
in the vicinity,
was in
right?
Mr. Miyagi's garden.
Yeah. But he was helping the community guy that he threatened earlier.
Yeah.
He was helping him
Jesus.
cut some wood and shit. So he was out there, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
but it was really me. So, again, he said he goes to prison, not me. But if he would have stayed in the house, he wouldn't have to worry about this shit.
That's funny. I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
Again.
So it was great. So we ended up staying the rest of the time, right? Obviously, I never got in trouble for that. But I was pissed the fuck off because I'm like, I'm down here trying to do something for the business that I want to grow.
Yeah.
And I got this fucking guy
deal with
getting
the
me to a
bullshit.
level that
Yeah.
I don't need to be at no more. You know what I mean? It's not like we're younger and shit and you do stupid stuff like that. But
Yeah, especially when you're starting your own business. It's the last
that's what I
thing you
mean. So I'm like, I was so mad. And one of the dudes on the block was like, yo, man, you can't be doing shit like that. I'm like, I know.
need. But you didn't want to.
I said, but
Just
how many
got
times
pulled
you gonna
into
walk
it.
away?
They
You know what I
pulled
mean?
you in.
Yeah, they pulled me the fuck in. I'm like, how many times you gonna walk away?
Yeah.
And I can't. And we're not even on the main air. Like, but I was like so fucking mad. I'm like, this scumbag got me here to the point where I should have been able to like let it go, and I couldn't do it.
I would have. I don't know. Because I guess you could have walked away from it, but
Of course, again.
but
But how many times am I gonna walk away?
sometimes you.
How many times? And in my head, I'm on the street that I own a house. I'm walking. I'm not
Yeah,
like just
and you're getting
wandering the
harassed.
fuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people need to learn their lesson.
But yeah, I tell you what, man, it's just awesome knowing that, like, I always knew how little I am, and I always knew I could hit hard. You know, Tommy always told me. Tommy's like, you hit hard for your size.
Yeah.
But to do that shit, you know what I mean? Like, I've
Tommy.
been in fights before, but
Yeah.
prior to that, I wasn't in a fight for a street fight for probably 8 years prior. So it was. I'm gonna be dead honest. It was great to know that I still got something
Still
there.
got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it was. It could have gotten a lot worse, and it would have fucked up a lot of
That
things.
was a good angle you had to hit him at too. So like you were
It
hitting
cracked him
dead
right
on.
there, yeah. And but I was upset about it, and between that and then all the shit with the politics in Philly,
Yeah.
and and basically doing all that effort for the block party, everything went nowhere. They didn't give a fuck.
No.
Nope. It was all effort. So like, I started realizing I'm focusing all my energy on these things. I'm getting involved in this bullshit. Like, it's taking me away from the actual business.
Yeah.
And I knew it was time to get the fuck out of there.
And you were just trying to get more properties too.
Yeah, and
And
just
help the
learn.
community
Like, I'm
out
trying to grow
almost.
the business now.
Yeah.
You can't be up in all that drama.
So that was it then for the Philly, or
That was where, yeah. So that was my last straw. So I still had to finish the one house. So the next day we go down there, and we're working, and a couple of guys in the neighborhood are working with me, and the one dude goes and I don't know if he goes to the bathroom at the plate or whatever, gets food or something. He comes back and he's cracking up. I go, what's up? And he goes, yo, I just saw the dude on the corner.
no way.
I go, are you fucking kidding me, man? And it was like the middle of the day. He goes, yeah. He's like, yeah, all these white guys jumped me last night. And he had a neck brace on.
He's one of them.
But the dude was telling me, he goes, yo, it's loose as shit. It's all like just out there.
So he had a couple spares in his house, probably.
Yeah. And he's like, I told him, he goes, you didn't get jumped last night. You got hit by one dude. So it was.
Yeah, I was there. I saw it.
And after that, I'd never seen him again. I mean,
that's good.
I think.
Sounded like he was out for blood.
I think finally, because again, Tracy wasn't there. And
Tracy,
I think. Later on, Tracy saw him and was like, yo, man, you need to leave him the fuck alone. I never saw a dude again.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't down there much more after that.
Uh-oh.
But, yeah, whatever. No. But I was still... So
what house is that again? Just in case.
I don't even know where the fuck... Apparently, he used to live in the neighborhood.
Some bones and shit pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I was out of there from a business perspective.
Okay.
But my dad...
He still lived in the house.
He still lived in the house. Yeah. So I'd periodically... Go down there, you know what I mean? Because I still owned that one.
Okay.
And we didn't do the deal where he ended up getting them until probably almost a year later.
Okay.
So I'd still periodically come down there. But I came down, I was gone for a while. I came down. We had to replace the sewer line out front of that house. So him and
that's that expensive shit.
Yeah, we kind of did it ourselves. Okay. My dad coordinated all the digging, and Frankie and Vinny came over and just fucking... You know what I mean?
It out.
Yeah, that was off the books. But my dad had road cones set up, right?
Yeah.
And I come down, I'm like, Dad, don't set the road cones up. He's like, well, yeah, we don't want people coming down the street. I go, yeah, but it also sends a flag because
then the department's all
you don't have a permit for this. So I mean, you know, like Frankie and Vinny are legit plumbers. It wasn't no bullshit like that. Though. So they just took care of it. But he has a road cones, and I'm sitting there. And this dude comes up and he starts popping shit about the fucking road cones.
Oh, God, nonstop.
Saying they're his.
The road cones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, what the fuck's this dude's problem? I'm like, whatever. I'm just chilling. And he keeps saying shit. He's talking shit to my dad, kind of. My dad's kind of like, but he keeps like kind of poking.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, like I'm kind of saying shit to the dude now. And then he's like,
they're pulling you back in again.
I know. So then I'm like, yo, that's my dad, whatever. He goes, well, this is how funny this is. He's like, I'm going to go home and get my dad. I looked at him, I go, what are we, 12? So he goes home and gets his dad.
Really?
Right? This dude must be 25, right?
Yeah, so
I'm fucking 34 or something, 35, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I see him come down the street. I'm like, this fucking,
really
this real?
His dad.
Yeah. So my dad's sitting on the stoop, right? And he's like tying his boots or something.
Tag team.
And I go, and he comes down, and he's like, yeah, I'm here, my dad. And my dad's so funny. My dad goes, so like, all right. So he laces his boots up, he stands up, and
he's probably like a foot up going to jail anyways.
Right. But he stands up, and he knows the guy.
The dad?
The dad.
Union.
I don't even know. I never even asked him to this day. I didn't know if he was in jail with him, if he worked with him, if he just knew him from there. I had no idea. But they fucking hugged. They're like, hey, what's up?
That's crazy.
Dude, the kid was so mad.
That's crazy.
The kid was fucking fuming, right?
Dad.
So we all start laughing.
What are you doing, Dad?
We all start laughing, right? So the kid's hot. He's fucking bouncing around, talking shit.
He's got my cones.
So yeah, as we talk, I'm like thinking about how I go, dude, we're arguing about road cones?
Yeah, that's wild.
Buy 100 of these.
Yep.
Tracy comes down the street, pulls up, right? He runs over to Tracy. Yo, cousin, these motherfuckers, blah, 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 talking all this shit. And he looks at me, he goes,
he doesn't know.
He goes, who? And he points at me. And I go, so I walk over and I go, are you talking to my brother?
Oh my God.
And he goes, what? And I go, and Tracy goes, yeah, man. He goes, that's my,
oh my God.
Dude's fucking fuming now, right? So he's over there. He's saying shit, all this stuff.
That's amazing.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to do something different now. Because we're all together right there. We're on the 1400 block. He lives on the 1300 block.
Yeah.
And he's like, these motherfuckers ain't from here, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, man. I'm like, I've been down here long enough now. I said, I own that house. Like, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go up the block.
That's great.
And so then I'm like, I go, Luce, watch this shit. So I pick up the cones, both of them. And I tried to act like I was like really laying it on. I go, all right, let's do. I go, fine. I go, these are yours. He's like, yeah, blah, blah. You know, I'm a fucking MMA fighter. I said, okay. Wow. I go, where do you want the cones? And he's like, what? And I go, where do you live? I said, because I wanted to get him away from everybody.
Yeah.
And I want it to be just me and him to let him know that I ain't fucking scared.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need all these people around me to like be able to talk. So I go, come on, I want to walk up to you, your house with you, just me and you. And I want to put these exactly where you want them. And he's like, all right, let's go.
Some gangster shit right there.
So we're walking, right? And all the dudes are in the corner. And they're walking up, they're like, what's up, Chris? I'm like,
They're probably like, yeah, why are you carrying them fucking cones?
no. He's like, what's up, Chris? I was like, somebody better tell this dude. And they're like looking at her, smiling. I'm like, so we go up there. I go, so I put him down. I go, you go with this? And he goes, what? I go, right here. Are these exact place you want them? I want to make sure that you're good. And we're like, 15, 20 houses up now.
Yeah.
And I turned my back, started walking. I ain't scared, dude.
Right. Like, here's your cones, dude.
So he's up there. He's kind of standing there. I come walking back down. And the one guy at a quarter, he's shaking his head. I go, someone better tell him he's going to end up in that hole over there. We're digging for the plumbing. And
they probably busted his balls after that.
Oh, yeah. But here's the best part about it, right?
Yeah.
We get back down there. He comes back down the street. And my mom starts talking to him.
Oh, shit.
And you know my mom, right? She's like the best diffuser, cooler in the world, right? Yeah.
But
So he got a little mouthy, and Luce jumped up in front of my mom
Oof.
and said, yo, you better back to... And my mom's like, no, it's okay. My mom did what my mom does, right? Next thing you know, dude hugs her and goes home quietly. And I'm like, see?
That's crazy.
I don't even know how to do that.
That's fantastic.
And
she pulled the mom tactics out.
But like for all her years working in our bar...
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And being around all us and my dad's, all that, like... None of this phases her. My uncles,
she knows secrets.
She was just like, yeah, this poor guy needs a hug. He needs to go home. So yeah, after all that drama, man, I'm like, I had to make a decision in life, and I'm like, you know what? I got I learned a lot of skills. I got properties. I learned how to deal with people, like manage people, and I'm like, I gotta go back home.
Yeah, and
it sucked because I put so much time and effort, and initially, this is for everybody out there that's trying to do this. Like, you feel defeated a little bit. You're like I don't like to quit, and in my head, I was quitting something that I started, but it just didn't make sense. But then I was like, you know what? I did well enough now where I can come back up here and I can afford it. I started there because I had no money,
right?
And it was easier to buy. And then I'm like, you know what? Something's going to come up in Bucks County. I got enough buzz going on with contracting that'll support something.
Right.
And we can come back up here and it'll be closer to home. No more of that driving down there, fucking dealing with 676 with a box truck, And
no more cone owners and ID droppers.
That's why, don't get me wrong. We deal with some bullshit around here sometimes.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
You know what I mean?
Not like
You're
that.
Fucking every day I'm out there making sure
the
your truck's locked.
Around here is more like, okay, this is easy, but
yeah.
compared to that shit.
Yeah. I had instances where, we're in certain sections around here or in like Bristol and all, and guys are like, oh, at nighttime. Bristol, a little crazy here.
Bristol's probably like the next level up from Philly.
It was like, but that's what, you know what I mean? But he was like, oh, at nighttime it gets a little crazy. I said, dude, I'm used to fucking 30th and Girard, man. Yeah. I said, whatever you got going on here, you should
have said, I'm that white dude that's walking around the streets at 2 a.m. in Philly, so we're good.
But it was just like in the beginning, because you do think at night when you're trying to go to sleep, like, fuck, man, is my house all right? Like, and that can happen here too. You can get robbed around here, but that
the
fear, that nervousness is gone because you get immune to it.
That's good.
Unless you go to sleep there, like, you know what I mean? My dad said that. He's like, yeah, me and Uncle Mike can just sleep in the house. I'm like, well, what? On the fucking plywood?
Yeah, for no reason. Yeah.
They're crazy. Yeah,
that's not bad. Damn.
See? So I know I built it up a lot and a couple of the stories, and it was always like, but
I didn't think it would actually come to, fists.
I knew it. I'm telling you. When I turned that corner, I felt it in my stomach.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is guaranteed. Because
8 years coming.
Because I've been in enough fights to where when you finally hit that fuck it point, that's where I was in my head. Even though I did try to walk away one more time,
like say one more thing,
it was there. Like,
that's it.
You know what I mean? Where it's like I don't even care if this dude beats the brakes off me. like whatever, man.
Gotta get it over with.
Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up again.
Yep. Hopefully.
Well, true. I mean, there's always that possibility, but
That's wild. Well, that's a hell of a story for Philly, man. That shit was crazy.
yeah, that's why when Trace was calling in that one day, he's like, they did try him. I'm like, yeah, eventually somebody tried it.
But you got that respect, which is pretty cool.
I was just so happy nobody ratted on me. That was like the biggest thing.
Better tell your boy I'm gonna put him in that hole.
Yeah, that dude had me fucking fired up too because I'm like, we're arguing over fucking road cones.
Yeah.
But after that fight that day, I talked to little Joe the next day, right? And he's like, I told him what happened. He's like, you know what's funny? Because he had his daughter there with him, and he was like, and she was a teenager, and he goes, we're driving home, and I said, yo, that dude doesn't know what's gonna happen. He's like, I'm telling you, he's gonna get fucked up today. He's like, he knew, like Joey knows, me, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's like, he's there with his family and shit. He's like, that dude's gonna have a problem. He's like, I was telling my daughter, he's gonna get beat up,
and he did.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
deserved.
Yeah,
that was crazy. And then your dad hugs the dad. That was even better. Like,
that cracked me the
fuck up. What's the chances of that?
It was just so funny. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, all right, I guess we're gonna be like two on two.
Yeah. Guy's like, God damn it, he knows everybody.
I'm like, dude, you're an adult. You're like, I'm gonna get my dad.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I thought he was joking.
Was his dad big?
Yeah, he was, pretty average size, whatever.
He had to be your actual dad's age too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, yeah, they were like, yeah. It was like, it was so funny. Yeah. And I'm like, this dude's getting his fucking dad. And then
you have to ask your dad how he knew that dude if you remember.
I gotta ask him because I don't know. The day was a whirlwind, but
it was great.
Because he said his name, we saw it, like, hey, what the fuck?
That's nuts. So you're out of Philly, you're back up in Bucks County. What do you think? What's the timeline there? What happens next? Like the initial.
I ended up coming back up here, and
did you have like a period of time where you didn't do anything?
No, actually, we rolled right into. I was finishing that one down right around that time, and I actually partnered with this guy Mike, really good dude, and we were doing one in Holland.
Okay.
So I was really ripping and running. We had one up here, I had one down there.
Okay, so you're already up here then.
I was, because an opportunity came up.
Yeah.
Because honestly, this guy Mike, we were going to partner. If I was able to actually get this plan to come together with all the housing authority shit, like he had finances more. You know what I mean? He was more. Okay. He was a smart guy. A
little bit of investment help.
Financial. You know what I mean? Because it should have been a really big deal, and it would have really improved the neighborhood. So he was with that. But when it kind of fell through, after me and him had enough conversations, he's like, "Hey, if anything ever pops up, let me know." We kind of hit it off. And somebody I knew, their dad died, and this house came up in Holland.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, and that's where it kind of started.
So no break?
Nah.
Russo business, still in business?
There was a break a little later for, I'll get to that. Yeah. But there was a little period. But, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I wanted to quit 100 times.
Yeah.
In my head, I was just like, dude, this is too, like,
a lot.
Either I'm too tired or ripping and running, trying to figure out finances, figure out this shit.
And you're still working full time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
During all this.
Yeah, I wanted to, I'm
I
still.
think that's what a lot of people
don't realize, right?
Yeah, they don't realize it, and they fail at it because they're doing so much extra work, and it takes a lot of work because you're done your full-time job, you're coming home, and then you got a whole nother full-time job.
But that was the one thing, especially, I mean, I'm slowing down a little bit now, right? But to some degree. But I mean, that period there, like, you couldn't fuck with me. Like, if whatever needed to be done, like, I was at it. Yeah. Like, I was fucking at it. And, and my wife, that's how you could tell, like, how much, like, she loves me and we're together and all that shit. Because, like, to deal with all that shit and hang in there with, like, Chris got some crazy ass scheme going, like harebrained scheme, and this whole plan, and with the amount of energy I got to put into it,
life is based off of that.
It's that, and just the time it takes, right? Yeah. And so she stuck through all that, but you got to be built different to have a spouse that's going to be ripping and running like that.
Yeah.
But that's why. I mean, we've been together for what? It'll be 19 years this year.
A long time.
Yeah. We've been married for 12 years.
Damn.
Yeah, 12 years.
Damn.
So,
Congrats.
but yeah, it's a lot of shit, and she's
paying off though.
Yeah, she's immune to it now.
Yeah, everything's working out though. That hard work is paying off.
Yeah. At least now we schedule it. Like I think we've had like 4 Sundays off in a row.
Wow.
So it's been good. Like we've been spending time there. You know what I mean? Like it's good for me and Brian.
It's all coming
Adam,
together.
Tracy,
Yeah, Sundays off, baby.
But as soon as we got a bunch of houses on the plate right now.
Really?
So and there's just red tape stepping through some stuff. But once that lets loose, like
and that can't forget you got the whole nother like YouTube life going on.
We got this here with us, and then we got the Russo Acquisition and Construction channel.
Yeah.
Where me and Tracy debate about everything that we're gonna do.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Brian and Adam are just hanging in the background.
It's the inside behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the scenes stuff.
How the actual houses get.
Yeah.
You and Tracy deal with each other and decide what kind of fucking
man,
is it, shelves and shit.
I wish we would have did this when we were doing the LBI houses.
Man, that would have been great.
Man, I think the amount of time we spent on the kitchen part. No, just we were really on this kitchen part, and we had designed something, and we had trying to measure out for where someone would put a table. Is there enough room? And I'm like, fuck that table. We just need a bigger island. And then Brian and Adam are just looking at us like, I don't give a fuck. Let's just get done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's got to be this way. She's like, it's a waste of money. It's not gonna look right. It was like
that's what you'll get when you watch it. So
it was probably 2 weeks of going back and forth.
That's awesome.
Not consecutive, but. It was a while, and then finally, we just came to some type of decision. But
yeah, that's pretty good so far.
Yeah,
I think you got three episodes for that already.
Yeah, we got 3. We tried. There should be the 4. We did most of it for just the. It was mostly based on the project we did in Red Cedar.
Okay.
Right now, so that's where we knocked the house. Wow.
I'll try to. I'll throw a link in there in the description, I guess, and
yeah, that's cool.
Comments. People can go check that out if they want to.
Yeah.
A little fucking movie star, you.
Hey, whatever, man. Local famous. I'm cool with that. But again, like you said, it's just having fun.
Yeah.
So.
Life is short, man. That's what we gotta do. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, I think I've been wanting to do this for a while. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's why when you were saying about it, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Good shit.
All right.
Well, until next time, we'll probably start talking about the Bucks County houses and some other wild stories, and
then we got to start bringing in when Brian, Tracy, and Adam officially join and become partners and all that.
I mean, we had Brian.
We had Brian. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's gonna be. I know Trace will do it. Mm-hmm. Adam's gonna be the hard one to get on here.
We'll figure that out.
I know. We'll get him in here.
But yep. So if you got stories, you want to share anything, you want to call in, you got some crazy ass contractor stories you guys want to share with us, or talk about whatever, let us know. As always, comment, subscribe,
and then we'll have to bring my dad on at some point.
Man, that's right.
I know
that's gonna be great.
I'm hyping it up here, man. I don't think he'll disappoint at all.
No, I don't think so either. Even then, we just have to have sections of him and his stories. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Until next time.
Thank you.
We're out.